Hello. Welcome back to Toast Crumbs. I haven't uploaded in a couple of months, but that's alright because we are doing some video editing today. Now, under the assumption that this is actually working, which it might be. Hello. Welcome back to Toast Crumbs. I haven't uploaded in a couple of months.
That's brilliant.
But that's alright because to anyone who's watching, please tell all your friends to watch as well. Now, I'm going to be editing my Prague video. Working.
I have already done the introduction.
Which sounds like this. Hopefully the sound works.
Prague is perhaps the most impressive city in Europe. It makes me feel like a king, walking my streets of glorious buildings, bustling markets, and historical nuggets that make Prague the golden city. Join me as I spend 3 days appreciating this beautiful place. Welcome to Europa Zugris.
I have already done the introduction.
So, which sounds like this. Hopefully I need to mute this. Pork chop is in the chat. Lovely. I'm not talking to nobody. How's it going in America? I'm very well. Thank you. Got a few more Europa Zugris videos to edit. There's Prague, and there's a new one after that, Paris. I was very lucky to travel to Europe in December for a month. I also went to the UK, which is where I'm from. So that's lovely. Yes, anyway, how's all the drama in America? Pork chop? Let's see. I'm going to get back to editing this. I was very scared to do the rest of the video without streaming because I haven't done this in a while.
Welcome to Europa Zugris. I've just flown here from Zurich to the charming Czech Republic.
I don't have any video of that. So I'm gonna have to Shazam some video out of my arse. I've just flown here from Zurich to the wonderful Czech Republic. A tram is quite close. That is crappy filming. In this instance, we will scale it so we can rotate without unforeseen consequences. Obviously scale the minimum I need to.
I've just flown here from Zurich to the...
That's pathetic. See, videos traditionally start pathetic.
I've just flown here from Zurich to...
Things aren't so good here, unfortunately. But you're doing yourself. Finish high school in a month. Brilliant. So you're ahead of me, as established. Sorry, I can't look at the chat all the time. When I do, I do. This is the first time I've been done a live stream with my camera, which did not take an hour to set up. To the charming Czech Republic. What do I want to put as the Czech Republic shot? See, I didn't film much in Prague. I only took about 100 photos and videos, which is quite pathetic by my standards. This could work. I deliberately focused on the fence here.
Flown here from Zurich to the charming Czech Republic. From Zurich to the charming...
Let's see. To the charming Czech Republic. Can I keep that whole clip or is it too long?
I've just flown here from Zurich to the charming Czech Republic. 11...
I just ramble on about stuff, but I haven't got I haven't got enough videos to do that. Screw it. Anyone who says CapCut isn't the best free software needs to be shot.
Czech Republic.
Also, I need music. To everyone joining me, welcome. I am currently editing a video about Prague in the Czech Republic. There's currently a big mark on my face. Feel free to ask any questions. I would love you to ask some questions about me, my life, myself, New Zealand. And I'll probably ask you some questions. Man, you've gone to so many places, it's incredible. It is actually. I do go to quite a few places. Very lucky. Somehow I'm gonna have to film this year. We're not. It's not a holiday year this year. Last year was. Got me quite a few videos. 2024 also. We might go to Australia again. Or not. I'll do a better job. In 2024 I went to Australia. And twice. And the first time I did a vlog with my cousin. Very fun, but not very good production-wise, so I'm going to improve on that. Christmas I did a north and south comparison, which was alright, but, you know, always able to do better. I'll probably explore Tasmania in more detail. Actually, there are, if you're interested, viewers and fans, there are several videos which I've never released because I didn't think they were good enough or I didn't have the capacity to film them. Here's an example. Oh, sorry, this is the Prague script, if you're interested. And these are all the Europa Zugris scripts. That was the original thumbnail. That's not what I want. How do you view more documents? Just realised I'm viewing loads of sensitive stuff on there. Anyway, if to anyone watching, joining us, if you have any questions, please ask them. I do not care what the questions are. I want lots of questions to keep this thing engaging, but I also need to edit this video, so let's go and do that. I need some music.
Blown here from Zurich.
For most of the episodes I've used John Williams' Carol of the Bells.
Make Prague the Golden City. Join me as I spend 3 days appreciating this beautiful place. Welcome to Europa Zugris.
What's your favourite place you've been to? It's such a mean question because so many places. The best holiday I've had, I can't even answer that. But I'll tell you some places that are up there. Greece was brilliant for me, especially the islands Simi and Rhodes. Singapore. It's incredible. There's also a hotel we like called Shangri-La. Tasmania, because that's where my family lives. Canada is incredible. Honestly, it's just stay away from resorts and stuff mostly. You can have a good time in resorts with people, like in Tenerife I went with my friends in 2023, but you know, have a bit of fun, notwithstanding you're a tourist. Let's see, I want something Christmas related. Is that a section? Oh, classical. Is this stream thing working? Yes, it is. I'm actually quite proud of myself for making this work.
Also, Pork Chop and everyone else watching, please get everyone you know to watch this. Not that I'm desperate or anything. These are going to be quite pathetic, these music pieces. No, not what I want. Other video. I just want to listen to this. Okay, maybe not classical. Christmas. It's gonna be crap. It's gonna have jingle bells. Thank you. That's pretty cool. I've gotta have dinner, but I'll be right back. No, don't leave. Okay, let's see. Jazz could work. I mean, everyone knows why it's so far down the list, because it's just crap. How well's the sound going? I've used that before. What was it in? It's in the previous episode. I think it's number 1. Usually I have a YouTube channel called Infraction. This could be good. I'm gonna use that out of boredom. Music is not my thing. I've to Europa Zugris. If you're interested in how I usually overlay music, this one ends while this one starts, but I utilize the fading. I've just flown here from Zurich to the charming Czech Republic. 11 million people live. 11 million people. So I should probably show one with people. I mean, it's all in the old town square. Hopefully you'll learn about Prague before I even publish the video.
We need her on one of those leads that you put in the toddlers.
We need her on a lead. My poor mother. Okay, let's see. What's this? This has people. 3, 2, 1, focus. If you're interested, this was when everyone was looking at the astronomical clock in Prague, which was, it's a big tourist, I wouldn't say it's a tourist trap, but, hang on a minute, I recognise that guy from another video. Oh my god, wait, don't tell me. Sorry, I've got to do some investigation. This guy, in the brown thing, hat, jumper, is he, why the hell did it, guy in the brown, what's it called, is he also in Nuremberg or Rothenburg or something? Where do I recognise him from? This guy. Is he that guy? You know, is this man this man? Okay, we gotta come back to that because that's quite amusing. $11 million people live here. 11 million people live here, and it splits Eastern and Western Europe. Eastern and Western Europe. If I say something like that, usually I want to look at the city skyline. I don't know what makes this clip so bare. Seriously, there's no one watching.
Sweet silver bells all seem the same, throw cares away. I remember liking the carols that the girls were singing in the square, or whoever. Let's see.
Here, and it splits.
That annoys me.
Live here, and it splits.
Aha. See, this is when I get lazy. I just use whatever clips I have. I try to tell a story while I'm there, but it's not easy.
People live here, and it splits Eastern and Western Europe.
Ooh.
Europe. Western Europe.
There's a big sound thing.
Western Europe. I can't wait to discover Western Europe. I can't wait to discover some of the locations I've only seen in books.
Okay. Now that spot, because I want to... What do I want to do? Because I want to film the travel book, which I have, which has a picture of the dancing house, which is this. I will film that later.
I can't wait to discover some of the locations I've only seen in books.
So when I need to film something later, I just do this. And I'll put it as an overlay, what I actually want. Let's see what's next on the list.
But there's just one thing separating my hotel from all this stuff.
Oh, how am I going to film this? I did not film the hotel.
In books. But there's just one thing separating my hotel from all this stuff. The river.
The river. I really like the sound of my own voice. I'm like Jeremy Clarkson.
But there's just one thing separating my hotel from all this stuff. The river.
Don't you hate when you're too close to a microphone and it does the thing? When it goes... How do I view the chat? I guess I can't. Anyway.
Only seen in books. But there's just one thing separating my hotel from all this stuff. The river.
My god, my camera is on low battery. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Oh wait, do you know how to pause a stream? I'm gonna pause it and be right back. Okay. Oh my fucking god. My sincerest of apologies. Unfortunately, I had to go offline because my camera was dying. Now, back to the video. My sincerest of apologies. Unfortunately, I had to go offline because my camera was dying. Now, I'm just going to wait for a couple of viewers. To anyone watching, hello, I'm Toast Crumbs. Now, today I'm going to be editing my Prague video on this laptop. As you can see here. No. Wrong tab. As you can see here. To show you what I have so far. Here we go.
Prague is perhaps the most impressive city in Europe. It makes me feel like a king, walking my streets of glorious buildings, bustling markets, and historical nuggets that make Prague the Golden City. Join me as I spend 3 days appreciating this beautiful place. Welcome to Europa Zugris. I've just flown here from Zurich to the charming Czech Republic. 11 million people live here, and it splits Eastern and Western Europe. I can't wait to
Okay, that's not bad. Now, to anyone in the chat, please chat as much as you like. I encourage you to say as many words as you want, because we have to keep the stream interesting.
I can't wait to discover some of the locations I've only seen in books. But there's
Now I'm going to put a book over there, one of my favorite books.
But there's just one thing separating my hotel from all this stuff. The river.
Now, since I need a shot here, I'm going to find one. To anyone joining, welcome to this stream. I am Toast Crumbs, and I encourage you to send this to all your family and friends. Now, actually, I'm just going to send this to my family and friends. Actually, I better not, because you can then all see who my family and friends are. There's only one thing separating my hotel from all this... What's the words? Only one thing separating my hotel from all this stuff. The river. I do have a couple of videos in the hotel. That is the darkest thing I've ever filmed, ever. Goodness me. St. Leonard's. If you're interested, this is the Savoy Hotel. Hotel Savoy, Savoy Hotel. The Savoy, I don't know. I need to find a good clip and fast. Seriously, is anyone watching apart from myself? Let's find a clip. There's just one thing separating my hotel from all this stuff.
I suppose I can go with the river clip. I won't die. I'll go with this one. I will color grade this after, by the way. It's not done like this. There's just one thing separating in books. But there's just one thing separating my hotel. I'll put the hotel on one side and the other stuff on the other side. Where's my hotel? Suppose I can use this clip. It's got my mum in, but whatever. Something on my keyboard. Who's this? Flight Simbury. Now I'm going to have to check out this channel, because why not? Why is it not letting me? Not to worry. Please comment whatever you like. I do not care at all. I'll be honest, I cannot tell who this is because I have no memory. But you're very welcome here. I'm currently editing a video about Prague in the Czech Republic. Let's see. But there's just one thing separating my hotel from all. That's on one side. Actually, I'll just crop it. Crop button. Excuse me. As you can see, I'm a very experienced editor. I need to know where the middle line is. I always just guess when I'm doing this. I've done it many times. Right, I honestly don't know who's in the comments. Pork Chop is back. Did I miss anything? Yes, I had to stop the stream for a fair amount of time. Why is my face in the middle? Apologies, that's not very helpful for anyone. There we go. Hopefully that's better for you. No, you did not miss anything. My camera stopped, so I had to use my laptop camera. Tell from all this stuff. From all hotel, from all. The problem about editing is you listen to yourself thousands of times. Actually, no, I really can't. From all this stuff. What video should I use to represent all this stuff? Oh my god, why did I not film these? They're just photos, for God's sake. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not sure if anyone knows who these people are, but we saw some people, no, that's the wrong clip, dressed in pink and dancing. Hang on, this cannot be all the clips. Also, feel free to comment as much as you like. I've said this before and I'll say it again, because I want to make this stream more exciting than it currently is. So I do work very hard at this, so feel free to let me know about thanking me. I need to upload all of these clips because I don't think I have all of them. I
think I figured out who this is now. Can we build another Apple store in the... This is a reference to my school. Do not put any more references to school, please. And do not say my name. Otherwise I might have to block you. What am I currently looking for in a recording? I'm looking for... Did I not take any videos of the dancing house? That is a shame, because I like the dancing house. I'm a blithering idiot. What's the most frustrating part of editing? Well, considering that I do my videos, I write the script and story after I film them, in most things, I have to create a story from what I've filmed already. The most frustrating part, as I'm currently experiencing, is not having a clip for what you want to express, or not having enough clips. Because compared to most people, I'm pretty good at putting it together, but it's just having lack of... That's why I don't like editing other people's things as well. I feel like I'm missing some recordings. I am. That's a very good question. Editing takes time, and it's also something I usually do in one go, which is why I can live stream it. It's not something I do like a bit every day. Unlike scripting, which is where I might write a paragraph or two a day. The intro is the easiest. I try to write some jokes in somewhere. This is bad. CapCut has frozen. I'm gonna have to refresh CapCut, which is okay. Feel free to ask any questions. Just AI it. No. Thank you. Yeah, give me like 50 more questions. I do love the questions. That's a long vlog recording.
From Zurich to the... From all this stuff. The hotel from all...
From all this stuff. What do I want to represent all this stuff? I don't know. Ooh, this isn't bad, because it's got the church that I'll probably use for the thumbnail as well. Did you add smart water into your Steve Jobs film? Okay, just to be clear, to anyone who doesn't understand that, I did make a Steve Jobs film for school. It's about 5 minutes long. I should take more photos and videos in San Diego. Yeah, 2 in the moment, that's fair enough. Oh, I need to put that.
From all this stuff. My hotel from all this stuff.
No, we crop this. You just have to go by eye and hope it looks like half the shot. Ah, it's too short. Yeah, good enough.
Hotel from all this stuff.
The river, which I said, like, what's his face? Jeremy Clarkson. I'm all about that. I genuinely don't know what the chat is about, but keep it up. I don't care if you're talking about water or anything. The river is next. Did I take any proper things off the river? I mean, that's just what I...
All this stuff. The river. The river.
Now, I don't know how on earth I'm going to do the next bit. How many castles there are in Europe? Oh my god, it's so fun. Remember that when I did that short inside a castle?
Now, I could just hire a super yacht to get across, but it's probably easier to use the bridge.
How am I gonna... Why do I write stuff I can't do? Why? Did I film on Charles Bridge? There's a photo. I better have filmed something on Charles Bridge. I need recordings. Let's start. This bit over here is Slovenia. So the first clip in Prague is this one. I have to, every 10 seconds, change the bloody... Look at this. I like the Italian kind of water, for God's sake. This is what I was saying. I don't have much. If this is the only recording of a bridge that I have... Is she walking backwards? Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking the chat every 2 seconds. Don't want to miss any important questions. Yeah, I saw these people in Prague. Does anyone know who they are? Why does it say St. John? That's not where it is. That's where it is.
In case these pink people go viral.
You're not getting them even in that picture.
Yeah. Well, I don't care who they are. Just care that I'm famous.
Oh, I'm so selfless. Yeah, if anyone knows who those pink people are, chuck a comment. Those are just highly dense people. No, sorry. They're not, the people aren't dense. Aha, interesting. Ooh. What the hell am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I have one picture on a bloody bridge. My mum might have some. This is what we call a predicament. Definitely get that backwards clip into the video. I'm about to, actually... Did you watch the Artemis Splashdown? Yes, I did. I also watched the launch. Definitely not missing assembly to do that. Anyway. Posture. I'm gonna put my feet up. Actually, no, I'm just gonna recline the... I can't. Hang on a minute. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, this is really comfortable. Fuck's sake. Ah, damn it. That couldn't have gone worse. Sorry, Brian, you watched it on your watch. Now, back to editing. This video is meant to be about me and I intend it to be.
Thing separating my hotel from all this stuff. The river. Now, I could just hire a super yacht to get across, but it's probably easier to use the bridge.
Now here's the question. You can decide, guys. Do I cut that out? Because I don't have a video of a super yacht.
Now, I could just hire a super yacht to get across, but it's probably easier to use the bridge.
felt people are just having an Artemis comment. Thing. What's this clip? Top 10 on the most useless clips of all time. Oh, it's because I filmed the road because I like the tiling. Basically, all of Prague is tiles, and a lot of those are marble, like this.
Doing it very well.
Sorry, I'm just really trying to think. Guys, you gotta decide. Just use stock images. Maybe cut if the footage isn't there. No, I didn't bring my super yacht that time, I must say. Oh god, there's so many clips.
Now, I could just hire a super yacht to get across, but
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna nick a picture of a super yacht. Oh. Brilliant name. Import, and then I'm just going to stick a big funny picture of me on, because I do like to add the occasional bit of humour. I don't add it too much though, otherwise I succumb to being everyone else.
river. Now, I could just
No, to get a big picture of me. Sorry, there's loads of stuff in here. Where's the silliest picture of me I can find? This should do. Is that a video of me playing football? Cakewalk super yacht. Well, I haven't heard of that, admittedly, so I won't use it. In other news, you have to help me decide what colour to paint this wall. I'm thinking I'll paint it similar to the Shangri-La wall, because that is somewhat beautiful. I would love my room to look like this. Anyway. Stupid charger. Right. What's taking so long? Some materials are damaged. Damaged unit. The hell is this? Okay, I'm just gonna find it. Going to the pictures of me. Pictures of me. This is the most unflattering picture of me I've ever seen. Is there a clip of the Prague Apple Store? Oh, for God's sake. Whoa, you got a giraffe on your wall? It's wallpaper. I'm gonna use this photo since if the goal is to get bullied, I'm gonna do a great job. How do you get the picture over? Aha. Oh Christ. Oh, I'm really not doing myself any favours. This was taken when I did the Steve Jobs film. Remove background, yes please. That's not a pro feature, is it?
Now, I could just hire a super yacht to get across, but it's probably easier to use the bridge.
Paint it the same colour as an Apple Store table. Steve Jobs garage. if you're lucky, I'll show you a cheeky clip of that film. Actually, I will. I'll never release it. This is what we used as the original Apple. To be fair, people bully everyone on the internet, regardless of photos or anything. Now, Brian, you say Kurzgesagt wallpaper. I have two Kurzgesagt posters here. The tariff price increase was just unforgivable. Now, do you know where that video of the what's it called went? The people walking. Aha. Now, to get the person walking backwards. That's where Apple was founded. Ooh, nice Tesla. What Tesla? Can't see the Tesla.
You ought to get across, but it's probably easier to use the bridge. This is Charles Bridge.
Now, I'm hoping that my mum has some photographs of Charles Bridge. I'm having to look over every time to see if there's bloody chat going on. Photos. Charles Bridge. No, that's Paris. Actually, I'll tell you what. In a few minutes, I'll give you a teaser of Paris, because everyone loves a bit of Paris in their lives, don't they? Where the flippity doodah is Charles Bridge? Now, this is not Charles Bridge. That's another bridge. Okay, it's good to know I have a picture of a bridge. I have several pictures of bridges. Dude had to pay $87 for UPS to deliver a package because of moronic tariffs. Yeah, pork chop, out of interest, I'd just like to know. What percentage of your circle supports Trump? And for what reasons, apart from he's bloody God as a human? I saw it in your photos. French. I'm not sure what we're on about, Brian. Actually, that's not Charles Bridge. I can't put that first.
Bridge. This is Charles.
I'm gonna have to cut as much gap out of that as possible.
Use the bridge. This is Charles Bridge.
Actually, don't have to make it go too fast, I suppose.
Bridge. This is Charles Bridge.
Now, usually when I do this thing, I hate to do it. I hate to put photos on. I used to do it all the time. Why are there so many? What? I used to put photos on my videos all the time because I didn't know what I was doing. No, that's too. There we go.
Bridge. This is Charles Bridge, which is ridiculously busy at Christmas. This is Charles Bridge.
Aha! I know what to do. I saw the Tesla in your photos. Which one? Sorry, I can't say that. Where's the video of the really busy people, this would be a good idea to put here because I just mentioned that. I suppose those are both. Two of my friends like the creature. Say something of Texas rather truthfully. None support. Okay, good to know. Isn't it weird we haven't heard about tariffs for quite a while? I suppose you do. And it really pains me to say this, but I think the world is quite embarrassed for you, for your affairs. Where's that video I was looking for? I don't see it. Charles Cheese. Aha, there it is. If you're interested, just to tease something that happened on this trip, I wanted to challenge myself. So we went on a bus tour,
which is ridiculously busy at Christmas time. There's quite a few bridges in Prague.
I went on a bus tour and listened to the whole thing in Chinese.
This is Charles Bridge, which is ridiculous.
Oh. Who's that dickhead with the knife and fork?
Bridge, which is ridiculously busy at Christmas time.
I feel like that's not the best clip. Or at least not the best part.
Bridge, which is ridiculously busy at Christmas time.
Unfortunately, yeah, I'm embarrassed by my own country. This isn't who we are. Okay, great.
Bridge, which is ridiculously busy at Christmas time. There's quite a few bridges in Prague, many of which have tram lines. At Christmas time. There's quite a few bridges in Prague, many of which have tram lines.
What do I want to put here? Oh yes, I had a picture of a bridge. Can't see, it's so bright. Where is that picture? Or his one?
Christmas time. There's quite a few bridges in Prague, many of which have tram lines.
I don't want to put pictures.
Christmas time.
Oh.
Time. There's quite a few bridges.
Where's that other photograph? Huh, this is a nice bridge, look at it.
There's quite a few bridges in Prague, many of which.
Now I need another video of a tram. I think I have 3. That is called dodgy filming. Why is it always with the tram? Which way? That way.
Many of which have tram lines.
I suppose I have to wait till the tram comes.
Many of which have tram lines.
Why is there such a big gap?
As we get closer to the main.
Oh, thank God I started talking about something else. Let's see.
As we get closer to the main square, it's really interesting to examine the layout and the style, many of which have tram lines.
Now I'm gonna fade out this music here because I don't usually use the same music for too long.
Few bridges in Prague, many of which have tram lines. As we get closer to the main square, it's really interesting to examine the layout and the style of Prague.
Why? Why do I do this to myself? Sorry, I'm only here. Oh, there's so much to do. To anyone joining us, now, I'm currently filming or editing my Prague video as part of my Europa Zugri series, which is German for European train trip. I now need to find videos of me approaching the town square. Now, let's see. As we get closer to the main square, it's really interesting to examine the layout and style of Prague. From my observations, every street in the city has stone tiling lots between marble. Every street side building expresses so much grandeur. It's a place where I feel very impressed. Okay. Just checking on my stream. Brilliant. Now, as we get closer to the main square, did I use that clip already? It says I've added it, but I'm not sure if I deleted it again. Oh, it looks like I did use it, but not the same bit. That's crappy. It's crappy recording. That is also not near the main square.
As we get closer to the main square,
I do want something with violin or string. Why am I just looking up string? Not what I want. It's very difficult to do this. Not what I want. Relaxing string. Bye. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Now, to everyone else, keep watching because I want you to. Screw it, I'm lazy. Actually, no, that has absolutely no. Sound interest. How on earth is that related to you? This is what I want.
tram lines. As we get closer to the main square, it's really interesting to examine the layout and the style of Prague. From my observations, every street in the city has stone tiling, lots of it being marble. As we get closer to the main square,
Let's see. As we get closer to the main square, it's interesting to examine the layout of the city. Is that what I said? The style of Prague. It's really interesting to examine the layout and style of Prague. Right. The guy playing the accordion looked really annoyed when I did that. Let's see. What's this recording about? Oh, look, it's a dove eating a heart. Interesting. It's really interesting to examine the layout and style of Prague. What do I've already looked at that? What do I have that would show that? It's really interesting to examine the layout and style of Prague. It's a very plain clip, this, but not to worry. I will colour grade this all.
To the main square. It's really interesting
To examine the layout and style of Prague.
examine the layout and style of Prague. Interesting to examine the layout and style of Prague. To examine the layout and style.
Was I high?
To examine the layout and style of Prague. From my observations, every street in the city has stone tiling. Prague. Of Prague. From my observations, every street in the city has stone tiling.
Let's see. One concurrent viewer. If that is myself, I'll be really sad. What's that? Let's see. Chat rate is 0. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's per minute. That's all right. Now, to anyone who's watching,
To examine the layout and style of Prague. From my observations,
where's that video of the stone? Here it is.
from my observations, the layout and style of Prague. From my observations, every street in the city has stone. From my observations, every street in the city.
Oh, when I went on the bus tour, which I did not have on here yet, when I went on the Bussington, I saw a big pile of blocks.
From my observations, every street in the city has stone tiling, lots of it being marble.
Okay, at least I know what I'm doing with that clip. It's nice to know. Now, where's the delete button? Delete forever. Brilliant.
Lots of it being marble. Lots of it being marble. Tiling. Lots of it being marble. It being marble. Every street-side building expresses so much grandeur.
Is that how you say that word? Grandeur? Or is it grander? Grande. Oh, I've already used lots of street side clips. That's annoying. Okay. Not to worry. I wish I had more of this. I actually really like that photo. It's not for everyone.
Being marble. Every street-side building Every street-side building
I'm just gonna use that.
Every street-side building expresses so much grandeur, and it's a place where I feel very impressed.
And it's a place where I feel very impressed. So, this is where you have to use clips. Please be of the whole street. Please be the whole street. Oh, thank God. Good enough.
And it's a place where I feel very impressed.
Brilliant.
Very impressed. It's rather difficult to walk in a straight line here.
Okay. I'm really feeling the... really feeling the effects of not having many clips to use. What's this? Okay, not helpful. I've probably written a video that's too long. See how many clips I've already used? That's the issue. This is not going to help my case, this video.
To walk in a straight line here without walking into someone.
Guess I'll have to use this recording.
It's rather difficult to
walk in a straight line here. No, I don't want to use that clip. It's not good enough. Let's see. Someone was just viewing this. Lovely. Who are you? I want to know. Now, I need to actually see the comments again. Toast Crims. Not to worry. Does the audio capture work?
and it's a place where I feel very impressed. It's rather difficult to walk in a straight line here without walking into someone. It expresses so much grandeur, and it's a place where I feel very impressed. It's rather difficult to walk in a straight line here.
Okay. I have to use a clip already used for like third time.
I feel very impressed. It's rather difficult to walk in a straight line here.
I don't want to do it.
Without walking into someone. If you saw my Salzburg video, it's rather difficult to walk in a straight line here.
Oh my god, I bloody recorded that.
Without walking into someone.
What is with the huge bloody breath? This video is not going to be more than 5 minutes long.
Without walking into someone. If you saw my Salzburg video, you'll be familiar with this. But something about Prague was a lot more tolerable.
Interesting.
If you saw my Salzburg video, you'll be familiar with this.
If you saw my Salzburg video, you will be familiar with this. Right, now I have to show a video. Is that person crying or drunk? Or both. If you saw my Salzburg video, you'll be familiar with this. Who am I kidding? No one saw my Salzburg video. There we go, very busy. Nuremberg was very busy. Salzburg was very busy. Lake Bled was very quiet. Ljubljana was quite quiet. Prague was very busy. Paris was fairly busy. Now, are you editing your own videos? Yes, I am. Thank you for asking. Go to channel. Let's see whose channel this is. 28 subscribers, fair enough. I'm currently doing a series called Europa Zugris, which is where I went to Europe last year, and I'm now editing it. This is the Prague video in the Czech Republic. I'm just making a reference to Salzburg in Austria, about how busy it was.
Walking into someone. If you saw my Salzburg video, you'll be familiar with this.
I'll just put a quick text up saying Salzburg. I'm quite lazy when it comes to texts. So.
If you saw my Salzburg video, you'll be familiar with this. But something about Prague was a lot more tolerable. Perhaps it's the bigger roads and layout. But something about Prague was a lot more tolerable.
You are from New Zealand. I'm a thumbnail designer. You're a thumbnail designer. I keep getting things on my email from thumbnail designers. I don't like to say this, but I always think they're scams. To give an example. Okay, I don't have an example. Not to worry. You're a thumbnails. I am from New Zealand, yes. Well, no, I'm not from New Zealand. I moved to New Zealand 2 and a bit years ago. My thumbnails aren't incredible, as we all know. They're alright. But I never liked the idea of making them clickbait at all, or exaggerated. If I were to have a designer, I'd want them to be really cinematic. You know. I have the line I need to fill, which is something about Prague was much more tolerable. Perhaps.
Something about Prague was a lot more tolerable. No. But something about Prague made it a lot more tolerable. Perhaps it's the bigger road, or it's...
It's set to be like 5 minutes now.
But something about Prague made it a lot more tolerable. Perhaps it's the bigger road, or its layout. Anyway, welcome to the Old Town Square.
What type of scams have you faced? Well, it's not necessarily scams, it's just adverts that look a bit, or email things that just I don't want to work with because they just seem too good to be true, or I'm just not interested. I'd recommend just making your brand look really human and professional, and exactly how you source me and what you want to do, because otherwise it seems like a too easy thing that you can send out to as many people as possible, which I suppose is the goal. But yeah, just make it seem real. Encourage a phone call, whatever, or an email. Contact us. Here's our website, you know. I've seen scams on iMessage several times before. They're quite easy to spot on iMessage. They're usually about the post. Right.
With this, but something about Prague made it a lot more tolerable. Perhaps it's the bigger road, but something about Prague made it a lot more tolerable. Perhaps it a lot more tolerable. Perhaps it's the bigger road, or
It's not very good.
Old Town Square. More tolerable. More tolerable. Perhaps it's the bigger road.
Let's see. I'm just applying a stabilizer to this video so it's more tolerable to watch. Actually, I'll tell you what, since you haven't been watching for very long, I assume, I'll play the video in full so far. It's about 80 seconds long. Right. I haven't color graded it.
Prague is perhaps the most impressive city in Europe. It makes me feel like a king, walking my streets of glorious buildings, bustling markets, and historical nuggets that make Prague the Golden City. Join me as I spend 3 days appreciating this beautiful place. Welcome to Europa Zugries. I've just flown here from Zurich to the charming Czech Republic. 11 million people live here, and it splits Eastern and Western Europe. I can't wait to discover some of the locations.
I have a book which has some pictures of Prague. I'm gonna film that later.
I've only seen in books. But there's just one thing separating my hotel from all this stuff: the river. Now, I could just hire a super yacht to get across, but
I got the least flattering photo of myself.
it's probably easier to use the bridge. This is Charles Bridge, which is ridiculously busy at Christmas time. There's quite a few bridges in Prague, many of which have tram lines. As we get closer to the main square, it's really interesting to examine the layout and the style of Prague. From my observations, every street in the city has stone tiling, lots of it being marble. Every street-side building expresses so much grandeur, and it's a place where I feel very impressed. It's rather difficult to walk in a straight line here, without walking into someone. If you saw my Salzburg video, you'll be familiar with this. But something about Prague made it a lot more tolerable. Perhaps it's the bigger road, or its layout. Anyway, what layout?
Let's have a look. Also, feel free to ask any more questions about the channel or me or the video.
Tolerable. Perhaps it's the bigger road, or its layout. Anyway, welcome to the Old Town Square.
Ooh, I think for this one I'm going to use Spring by Vivaldi. Just grab my phone so I can, unless it's on here, oops, unless it's on here. Spring by Vivaldi. Some more. They're usually too loud, these things.
Anyway, welcome to the Old Town Square. Welcome to the Old Town Square.
That needs more fade, less volume, and more.
Welcome to the Old Town Square. This is, without question, one of my
Right. What does this mean exactly? I see. Interesting. No.
Anyway, welcome to the Old Town Square. Anyway, welcome to the Old Town Square.
I've already used that somewhere.
Square.
cut that shorter and then put that on beat.
Town Square.
Okay, great. I like to do things on beat. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I would like to check if anyone's watching.
This is, without question, one of my favourite squares in the world. It's currently occupied by a Christmas market which... This is, without question, one of my favourite squares in the world. It's currently occupied by a Christmas market which are always good fun. There's also a famous astronomical clock, which is highly overrated. I wanted a way to see the area from higher up, and since I didn't bring my drone, I found a tower to climb up. Conveniently, this is actually the clock tower. This is why I love Europe. The colour of the rooftops and the medieval windows are to die for. Could you imagine this was your kingdom? My castle in the distance, which we'll see later, and a beautiful city to play with. Back downstairs, the astronomical clock is about to turn on, and without context, I have a large amount of paparazzi. In the market, sausages are on the grill, and people are loving the Christmas spirit. Now, to discover some more locations. I've always wanted to see the beautiful dancing house, but I don't for the life of me know where it is. I suppose I'll just have to find it myself. On this street is a very hidden historical spot called the Heydrich Terrace Crypt. On this street is a very hidden historical spot called the Heydrich Terrace Crypt. Why do I keep saying script? Fuck's sake. Heydrich Terror Crypt.
To anyone who's watching, who is interested, I also went to Paris as well as Prague and lots of other places. These are some of the recordings I did in Paris. Oh, what's this? Let's see.
The Old Town Square.
I want a nice video showing the whole square. I don't have one. I mean, apart from this, I suppose. I've already used that. I'm having to reuse a lot of clips because I didn't take that many, which I'm regretting deeply.
This is, without question, one of my favourite squares in the world. It's currently occupied by a Christmas market, which are always good fun. There's also a famous...
Now, after 100 minutes of streaming, I think it might be time to end this stream. Hopefully you'll see the video in the next few days, hopefully. Thank you very much for watching. Even though there weren't many viewers, I'm very happy with the progress of about... How much progress did I make? I made about a minute, 70 seconds of progress, which is very difficult when you're editing. Hopefully I'll get a lot of good videos soon. But honestly, it's not easy at the moment when I can't travel. Thank you very much for watching.